My name is Leon. I'm 30 years old. I work as a financial analyst. And for 2 years, I was the invisible man in my own marriage. My wife, Sophia, and I lived in a beautiful 3-bedroom house in Greenwich. Nice neighborhood, good schools, quiet streets. The kind of place people work their whole lives to afford. But there was one problem. It was never really my home because my mother-in-law, Elizabeth, acted like she owned it. Elizabeth had opinions about everything: what we ate, how we lived, where we went. And slowly, I learned to stay quiet, smile, agree, help, be the easy son-in-law, the one who doesn't complain, the one who doesn't matter. And my wife, she never stopped her, not once. That morning, Elizabeth stood in my kitchen like she owned the place and said casually, "You should move out." Just like that. No discussion, no respect. Her reason? Henry and Olivia need the space. They're starting a family. I looked at my wife, waiting for anything, a reaction, a defense. Nothing. She just kept scrolling on her phone. That moment hurt more than anything Elizabeth said. That night, I couldn't sleep. All I could think about was the money. Every month, $4,200 from my account. Rent, utilities, furniture, appliances, everything. I paid for all of it, quietly. So quietly, they forgot I existed. And that night, something inside me changed. For the first time in 2 years, I stopped trying to hold everything together. The next morning, I didn't ask questions. I didn't argue. I didn't explain. I called movers and I booked them. When Sophia came home, she saw the boxes. Her face dropped. "Are you serious?" I looked at her and said, "You told me to leave, so I'm leaving." That's when panic hit her, because for the first time, I wasn't playing the easy role anymore. The next day, Elizabeth walked into the house, saw everything packed, and lost control. "This is unreasonable. You're acting like a child." I looked at her calmly and said the one thing she never expected. "I've been paying $4,200 rent every month." Silence. Complete silence. Sophia's face went pale. Elizabeth sat down like the ground disappeared under her. Because in that moment, they finally understood. Then came the real shock. I handed her the receipts. Every single thing in that house I paid for. The couch, the TV, the appliances, the dining table, everything. And then I said, "I'm taking what's mine." The movers came, and piece by piece, their family home disappeared. The couch, gone. The washer and dryer, gone. The table, gone. All that was left was emptiness and reality. Elizabeth looked around like she was seeing the truth for the first time. After I left, everything fell apart. They couldn't afford the rent. Henry couldn't take over the lease. The landlord refused. And suddenly, the house they thought they owned was gone. Sophia tried to apologize. She said she didn't know. But the truth was, she never cared enough to ask. So I filed for separation, and this time I didn't look back. Weeks later, Elizabeth called me, crying. "We're losing everything. Where are we supposed to go?" And I said one thing: figure it out, just like they told me. 6 months later, I live alone. Small apartment, quiet, peaceful, mine. Sometimes people ask me if I regret leaving, and I always think about that moment when she told me to move out, because that was the moment I stopped being invisible. They thought they were making space for their son, but all they really did was make space for me to walk away.